All of us hopefully know that a mother's heart is one of the most wonderful experiences in all of our human condition. Their love is so selfless and deep. And those of you who are here tonight who are mothers have shown the depth of that love in so many ways, and I hope all of you have been blessed with mothers who have shown that to you. Today we celebrate this most special feast of the mother of all of us, the mother of God and the mother of the church, who loves us with a perfect love, with a pure and a sinless heart. And her only desire in that pure love is to bring us closer to her Son. We mark today the end of her earthly life when she was given this last blessing on earth, being spared from all the physical corruption of death, but brought body and soul in that full integrity into the glory of heaven. She is this woman clothed with the sun, as described in our first reading, that vision from the book of Revelation. She's the one who brings through her Son that total victory over sin and suffering and death, to which St. Paul refers in our second reading. And then in our gospel, she images for us, as a mother will do in teaching her children, how we might share this victory with her in our life of faith and in our prayer. After the Annunciation, where she expressed her total openness to God's plan, she has visited Elizabeth, and Elizabeth greets her with that joyful acclamation. And then Mary responds with that great example of prayer called the Magnificat. And she leads us into that love of God and how we are then to pray. Because she begins her prayer, and throughout it, she utters nothing but praise and thanksgiving to God. And how often you and I might fail to do this. We begin our prayer with what we think we need and what are our desires. But Mary is totally selfless. She prays with a total focus, again, just for thanksgiving of all that God has done for her. She knows she has been specifically chosen for this singular task of bringing the Son of God into the world. She knows that her ability to say yes to God's plan was only made possible because of His grace. And so again, her prayer is this total praise and thanksgiving to God. And that is an example to each and every one of us. Do we take time each day setting it apart for prayer? And do we take time in that prayer not to focus on what we might think we need, but to thank God for all that He has done for us? Do we have a special place for Mary in our heart and in our prayer life, always trying to listen to her and to follow her example? And so this feast not only brings us to Mary as we celebrate the end of her earthly life, but she shows us what our ultimate destiny is. We too, one day at the final judgment, will be united once again, body and soul. That separation which occurs at death while the body appears lifeless. But then that body that is ours will be glorified and animated once again, meant to be, as she now shows that she is, body and soul in the glory of heaven. So let us follow her example of prayer. Let us follow her great example of discipleship and love, seeking her intercession so we too may one day attain that same destiny that she shows for us, that is our goal, that never-ending glory of heaven.